welcome to the February edition of Today from the Heart. I'm Ava.
And I'm Yana, and we have a great episode for you. We will cover everything from teachers expecting new members of the family to Black History Month.
First, let's kick things off and catch up with Brahm, who won the Sailing World Championship.
Brahm Brackman, the brother of an accomplished sailor who is a junior at Sacred Heart, and Will Logue are extraordinary sailors who won the U.S. Youth Sailing Championship, giving them the chance to participate in the ISAF Youth Worlds Championship. Out of these 446 sailors, we are lucky to present one of the Junior World Champions of the Year.
I'm Brahm Brackman. I'm a junior at King, and I race sailboats. I first started sailing, I was like 6 or 7. I initially hated it. I thought it was the worst thing ever. My dad's a sailor, so he was pushing me to start sailing and everything, but I hated it. The first summer I did it, I jumped out of the boat and tried to start swimming the boat back because I just didn't want to sail in. So we train here with our coach, Steve Keene, and a lot of other kids around here that are also sailors, and also kids from Texas, and I see all over the country. But then when we travel usually with them to our training sessions in Miami, training camps there. But then when we go off to regattas internationally, we get put under the Team USA, and we're basically representing the US at a different country. The US Youth Sailing Championship is basically the national championship, and what happens is the first boat from the boys and girls gets selected to go to this regatta, the ISAF Worlds. And to be selected, you have to win it. So basically be the best ranked boat in the nation. The ISAF Youth Worlds, it's a world championship. And this year is in Malaysia, but it's usually all over the world. Like last year was in Portugal. But it's the best team from every single country. They basically come together at this one regatta to see who's the world champion of that year. We had a pretty successful summer the summer before that. So we knew that we were fighting for a place at the top, but we weren't really sure where. And winning it was pretty crazy. We celebrated a lot on the water, with our coach, thanked our coach. We went to the closing ceremony where we sit on the podium, and then the flag was raised up a flagpole, and they played a national anthem. Looking forward now, my partner, he's a senior, so he's getting ready for college, so he's probably going to be leaving me. Going to the Olympics would be pretty surreal, and qualifying for that requires full-time attention and everything, but that would be truly amazing.
Congratulations. He is definitely going to have a bright future ahead of him. Thanks, Tasha and Jackie.
With Valentine's Day quickly approaching, let's turn to a piece that shows you it's all right to be the third wheel.
For most of my life now. The best part of being a third wheel is that I always have plans on my Friday nights. I've been a third wheel for about 6 months now. The best part about being a third wheel is you always get free food. I've been a third wheel for about 10 months now. It's great. The best part about being a third wheel is that I never have to spend Valentine's Day alone.
That was so cute. Thanks, Ellen and Maddie.
Soon, some of our teachers will have little ones keeping them up and leaving them sleep deprived. Let's see what they have to say.
Yes, this is my first time being pregnant, and we decided to find out, and we're having a boy.
This is my first time being pregnant, and we are having a boy.
This is going to be my third son.
This is not my first time being pregnant. I have a son, Danny, who is 2.5. And this one is a girl.
This is my first time being father, and as for the gender of my baby, I would like to know, but unfortunately my wife does not want to know, so I don't get to know.
Best part about being pregnant, I think, is the excitement and the anticipation of meeting him for the first time.
Just the excitement of it all. Also just seeing so many changes every single day.
The first time that you feel the baby move inside you, because it just is a reminder of kind of like the miracle of life that's taking place and that you're a part of that, and it's really kind of a magical moment.
In the future, I'm most excited about getting to know my baby and getting to know his personality and see what traits come from my husband and what traits come from me.
To get to know him, his personality, what he likes to do, what he thinks is funny.
To meet her and see, what her personality is like, what she ends up, growing up to love, what her passions are, and who she ends up being.
What I'm looking forward to is just sharing experiences with my child. As I'm at an age where I'm looking back on my own childhood and I'm a little nostalgic, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to, playing with toys again and playing board games and doing fun things and having a catch in the backyard.
One of my favorite moments was when I shared the news with my friend Profe Rodriguez.
We were trying to make plans in the summer, but we kept on canceling on each other.
Finally got together. I went over to her place, and I remember she was making a pot roast in the slow cooker.
And she said that she had something to tell me, but that she was going to get very emotional.
And I said, "I'm expecting," and she turned around and she goes, "I can't believe it." And I was like, "I know, it's so exciting." And she said, "So am I."
So then it was just really special and cool.
One day, my son came up to me and just said, "There's a baby in there." And I had no idea I was pregnant.
I came home and she had me open up a picture frame, and in the picture frame was my two sons, a picture of my two sons, and then in the middle frame was a picture of my two sons holding up sheets of paper that said Big Brothers. And so it was a really cute way for me to find out that she was pregnant.
February is Black History Month. Let's hear some influential people who promote progress.
Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop.
Racism is not part of the human condition. Racism is a learned response. You have to be taught to be a racist. You are not born racist. You are born into a racist society.
It is very clear. He, she, who does not learn from his, her history is doomed to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it ad nauseum.
We are afraid of sharing power. That's what it's all about. That's the reason men won't share power with women, because they are afraid they will lose power. People, if we would share power, we would empower many people so that we would all be more powerful.
In my mind, I see a line. And over that line, I see green fields and lovely flowers and beautiful white women with their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there no how. I can't seem to get over that line. That was Harriet Tubman in the 1800s.
The Bible says a cheerful spirit is good medicine. And we are just now finding in medical research that that is true.
Up next, we have some recipes that will certainly get you in the Valentine's Day spirit.
Those look so good. We all love TLC's My Strange Addictions. Here are some members of the CSH community who have some quirky habits of their own.
I am obsessed with Harry Styles. When I was 12 years old, the What Makes You Beautiful music video came out, and they had already been really big in the UK. But when I saw the video, I was like, oh, they're cute. And then there was this close-up of Harry. He looks directly at the camera, and I looked directly at his eyes, and like his eyes peered into my soul and set my soul on fire. And it was ever since then that I've been like head over heels infatuated with him, and he's just like the most beautiful human in the world.
I first got into Calico Critters when I was, I think, 4, when my parents gave me a Dalmatian family. Well, sometimes I like to just like watch them in the little dollhouse. There's a Santa outfit that I have. So he like wasn't originally Santa, but I made him Santa Claus. There's no reason to get rid of them, and I think I want to give them to my kids. Like they're just so like, I kept them in such good condition, like why would I want to get rid of something so beautiful?
I've been making animal sounds probably like since I can first remember.
A lot of people would make fun of me. They would be like, hey look, it's a dog barking girl.
Duck walks by, duck doesn't make a sound. You try to make the sound for the duck to encourage it a little bit, you know?
What's that?
Hi, I'm Mr. Meyer, and I am addicted to collecting Star Wars toys. A couple are originals here, like this Jabba the Hutt, I'm very proud to say, is my original from when I was a boy. This is my original lunchbox from when I was a boy. I was probably in 2nd or 3rd grade, and to prove it, that's where my mom wrote my name and address in here, and I don't live there anymore, so please don't stalk me. There you see, of course, Luke Skywalker in a bit of hot water there, and there you see, of course, the Death Star, and there's good old Darth Vader.
Great job, Laura, Perry, and Ellie. And shout out to my fellow weirdos.
And that's a wrap. From our heart to yours, thank you for watching Today from the Heart.